I banned all the hate bots, so hopefully it's a real
Hate
person.
bots?
Yeah, Twitch is like, it's been like the whole thing about Twitch for like the last week is it like
hate raids,
bot joins, and
that a lot of them had been joining my stream when I was streaming, and I did receive a hate raid that I cut off quickly by just having to end the stream, and apologize on Twitter for it, but it's just like fuck, because I have like no controls for that right now. So
speaking of hate raids, we're live. This is D&DDT.
Hi guys.
If you feel like hate rating us, please don't. But if you do, subscribe here at twitch.tv/knownworldunited for the one and only Tasty Boys. We're back. Episodes 130 and 131, and we have a digger. So it's kind of like having a Hulk, only he's not the one who goes into combat. Those are the two people who are already here, Joel and Lom. So we'll get going right after the creepy lady tells us. And we'll be taping 2 episodes tonight, as always. And without further ado...
Recording in progress.
Fresh start to another episode of D&DDT with the one and only Tasty Boys.
Tasty Boys!
Tasty Boys is an ongoing fast casual Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition interdimensional culinary experience. This is episode 130. The boys have been recently hanging out in the forest, searching for the lost parts of the Forest Father, Day, and they are coming off a trip to find the tongue of Day, which has been beset by ghouls, as others are being kept away from using its very magical powers of translation. So, without further ado, it won't become interdimensional until we start serving froyo. Thank you for that, Joel. Without further ado, hey, why don't we go in reverse order, just because Joel is so keen to jump in.
Oh, what am I gonna do? Hi, I'm Joel. Playing Big Bloody Rockleaf Bottom, the halfling barbarian turned monk. Last time, rage blacked out and killed a thing everybody was afraid of.
Lum.
Dan Fitzgerald, referee here in the Midwest, playing Lom Twilight Forge, rogue barbarian, general shenanigans. Last time, got scared by a thing, and we all kind of grabbed it and curb stomped it. So that was fun.
True.
And then we found the mouth of a cave with a tongue or something along the line. So yeah, I'm excited.
Next is me, right?
Yep.
I am Oren Veidt, playing resident international Iron Man deathmatch superstar turned cowboy. Playing Digger Doomtree, Tabaxi Warlock of the Woods. Currently unaware.
It's a true story.
Warrior, I play Kletos Begor, spelled like it sounds. Minotaur Monk, Red Meat Babyface, Digger Doomtree, and Horatio Hetfield, and a bunch of other stuff. Last time on D&DDT, I wore some little shorts on my face.
And I am Nate, your D&D ringer, playing Bard Extraordinaire Horatio Hetfeld. Last time, I was pretty useless, and I didn't murder that scary thing.
Hey, Horatio.
Yes?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not your jokes. Ha, 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 ha.
You know, one day he is going to summon a demon with that book, right? And it's not going to be pretty for all of us.
That'll
Maybe
be great.
it will be.
He always tells me the jokes, but he never tells me which page they're on. So he might have already summoned the demon. You guys don't know.
Mm.
Nate's not much for reading pieces of paper that have been given to him or sharing them
For
with the
X on
group,
the screen.
That's true.
practicing personal hygiene.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I'm not sure. I believe this is our friend Kaio joining us after a long time. Hello, hello. We're just getting underway. So we tape episodes every other Wednesday here on twitch.tv/Known World United. You can follow us at DNDDT Podcast on Twitter or check out dnddt.com for more details. As always, as the reminder of Kaio popping up, we are tied into Extra Life every year, and all of the funds that are raised through subscriptions and other things like that go to support the channel and our efforts to raise funds. We'll be doing Extra Life again this year. It's always the first weekend in November, so buckle up for that. We will be in, I believe, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday once again. Friday, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. Are we already in the banning territory? Anyway. Sorry, attending to a little bit of streamy goodness while we're going along, and for some reason, the lovely Twitch studio doesn't like to remove things that have been put in. But yeah, we've just we've just gotten to the tongue of Darren Day. You guys dealt with some freaky dreams, as well as yes, beating the ever-living piss out of a defenseless creature once he was grappled.
It's literal nightmare fuel, but okay.
It was literal nightmare fuel.
Hardly
right.
defenseless.
So let's talk a little bit about Digger Doomtree. Digger, you have been present but not present as we've been going along. And it felt like you were kind of on autopilot for the rest of this time until you found yourself asleep and experienced a dream. In your dream, you were with the boys, but not all of the boys. You were hanging out with Kletos, as well as Rock. Chef was there.
Whoa.
And so was some of your other erstwhile companions. You had frightening amounts of power returned to you, not like the kind of current pains you are experiencing being cut off from your patron. And as you were making your way through the world with all of your friends, wantonly murdering all old men who came in your way without consequence, you were cheered on by all of your companions as you led them through victory after victory. But as you made your way through, you were suddenly finding yourself sucked through an interdimensional door, similar to your experience being separated from your friends as you went to the plane of elemental air. Only here, you were seated at a table At that table were yourself and all of the individuals that Kletos is also lifebound to. Kletos himself was at the end of the table, bound and seated at the right hand of Yilmaz the Undying, aka the Void.
Oh shit!
And as you're all experiencing this this kind of feast in your honor, Kletos is raised up above the table, and you awaken to your own screams as you point your finger at him and pull the thumb trigger, and
No.
he collapsed on the table. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Hey, it's natural 20
All right,
for a total of 20.
beautiful.
Well, it's not. It's all going downhill from there.
True story. So yeah, you are able to wake up alongside the rest of the boys, feeling like you are kind of back in your body for the first time in a couple of days, um, only to see them curb stomping a frightening creature with piercing blue eyes. And as they complete their search of the desecrated body, you're able to rejoin your comrades and see the Tongue of Darrenday, which is a area of the forest called the Cavern of Whispers. Um, so, as a reminder for everybody, the Tongue of Darrenday enables all creatures to speak a single universal language. Those that walk
Super
on
cool.
its surface can find they can understand and converse with most other creatures. And a creature standing upon the Tongue of Darrenday is subject um, to some effects. So you basically, as long as you are verbal, you can communicate with pretty much any other being, regardless of language differences. Um, you are able to have your kind of natural speaking abilities. Uh, well, yes, sorry, Kletos, you're a little less special here. Um, uh, they are kind of enhanced in this place. So this is a place where not only not only kind of states people come to negotiate, but also bards are known to come here to share tales as well as to kind of draw inspiration from the forest energy itself. Um, and the other thing that should be known about this point that was pointed out to you by your compatriots at the Finger at the Starless Citadel, that people that are really tapped into this energy often suffer extreme fatigue in the form of nightmares. So this could be what you just experienced, kind of being in this space. The tongue itself is an enormous kind of mushroom-like life form that's growing kind of deep in the earth, and its kind of connected roots are what allows kind of all people from this place to speak in one tongue when they're there. You've been sent here because Captain Thulis, an iron ghoul, and her unit of ghouls known as Thulis's Spear have claimed the tongue of Darrenday, and has been charged with escorting 2 necromancers to the site. Um, and yeah, that's what you guys know currently. Um, so how would you guys like to proceed?
Shit.
Yeah.
Do we know if we're playing catch up with these guys or we beat them there?
they have been holding the Thulus's spear has been holding the tongue. As far as you know, the necromancers have yet to arrive. Although you were warned that you needed to make haste to the Cavern of Whispers in order to kind of beat them both there.
So
question.
the people escorting the necro hamsters are bad.
Yes.
That's the idea, yeah.
Okay, that's what I got, but I didn't want to assume and go shooting innocent people.
No, this is the mission that we're kind of a thing unless we're given more information. So do it with what you will, with whatever traps and gadgets and magic you have.
I have all of those things, so perfect.
So you guys are a ways away still from the cavern. You experienced um, um, a bit of movement towards it due to Rock's um, rage and charging the piercing blue eyes that you saw hidden in the wood. But you're still a couple hundred yards away. You can see that there are people that look a little creepy, rolling through and around the space.
So we're looking at the mouth of the cave.
Yes, the Cavern of Whispers is kind of where the tongue like resides within that space. And you see a number of ghouls and other kind of spooky creatures out kind of patrolling the area around the entrance to the cave.
Well, I'm going to follow your guys' lead.
Ooh.
Well, otherwise, I'm just going to walk in and act like nothing's wrong because I feel like a spooky creature. But I feel like that's not necessarily the move.
It's not necessarily the move, but we can't take that off the table just yet because you might be able to sneak in.
Do I still feel imbued with this power that I had in that dream?
Oh no.
Okay, great. That's what I
No,
thought.
you're a normal ass cat in a forest.
Yeah, forest cat.
So do these mildly creepy, for being a bit judgmental from a distance, creatures
Wow.
look like they're on sort of a patrol situation? Are they moving in a pattern? Are they?
Yeah,
what are
you
they doing?
notice
Are they just
that
going about their day? Are they getting snacks?
yeah, some of them you see are much more diligent about the patrols than others. Some are just kind of standing about. You can't really tell whether that's kind of where they're positioned or if they're just kind of not as adamant about their patrols as some of the others. The kind of types that you see kind of out there, there are, in addition to these kind of ghouls that are kind of parsing through the grove, you also see that there are periodically commoners that are hauling food and supplies kind of into and out of the cave. There's been a few that have essentially been dragged off by the ghouls when they were not performing their duty. There's also, as you're kind of hunkered down, are you guys kind of trying to stay out of sight, I assume?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Why don't we all roll a stealth check and just see how well we're doing that?
23.
14.
It's a 20. Well, I rolled a 10, so half. It's just gonna keep going down by half. I'm doomed.
All right.
26.
Anybody below 15? Oh.
14. Yeah, I know.
14. Okay. Why don't you roll me percentages, Nate?
32.
It's a solid Cletos percentile.
All right. You are kind of trying to stay out of the way, but you end up kind of stepping back and snapping a twig underfoot. Classic ratio. And you see a number of ghouls kind of look up in your direction. I need everybody to make me a stealth check again.
27.
Natural 20 for 27.
20.
22.
19. Can I
All right.
also cast Minor Illusion kind of to make an animal sound in the opposite direction that we're in?
Sure. What kind of animal?
It'll be kind of a wolf growling noise.
A wolf growling noise. What does
Yeah,
that sound like, Nate?
I mean,
You
if
can
I
make a
was
roll performance with it too.
excellent, it'd be kind of like a rawr.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It's the
it
scariest
is-
wolf I've ever heard.
It is very
Oh,
terrifying.
No, no, it just
However, that is a
Rawr.
23
Wolf.
performance check if we're doing that.
And that's at advantage, so you can roll a second if you'd like.
That is as high as I'm going to get when I also roll a 1.
All right. Well, the ghouls hear a rawr,
A half-hearted wolf.
in the distance and look up and move forward to go and check on them. While they are doing that, you also see two obscuries appear, who you know to be necromancers. They are at the kind of mouth of the cave, and they drop a couple of husks of what appeared to be humans that look like they're dressed similarly to those hauling the food, and they both drop to their knees and put their hands on the earth, and you can hear them muttering, and then stand up and move back into the mouth of the cave.
How is everybody else in the party looking? Like,
Mostly
is
at the
everybody
mouth of the
okay?
cave.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
the cave.
Tip top shape.
yeah, like,
we're in
is every
decent shape.
okay? So nobody's like, oh god, I'm on my last leg or anything.
No,
No,
we
No.
beat the shit out of that guy.
like
It was embarrassing.
Kratos grabbed him, just kind of held him to the ground, and we just kind of all just stabbed and curb stomped him like it was a
All right,
guy
got
on
it.
fire.
I just wanted to know, just in case I did something and you guys were like, "What the hell? I'm almost dead." You know,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
wanna...
I'm only missing 10 HP off of me, but no big deal.
Okay, fine. All right. Well, I don't even know if I can do that anymore. I try to like whisper like a message, very quietly, and like to the guys, and say like, "Do we go after him? What do we do?" Because I know I can't talk too loud because they'll hear us.
That is true.
We're a bit behind because we're supposed to stop them before they get here, so we need to get moving.
Is there a tree we're like, is the cave in a glade, or is it in a still heavily forested area, or
There's
what's
a
the
pretty
vibe
kind of
around?
open glade near the mouth, since there are oftentimes um, large kind of parties or even armies that come to kind of treaty here.
Hmm.
And so they oftentimes are left kind of in this space. And then the kind of leadership goes into the Cavern of Whispers. You can see that there are um, a number of the ghouls that are patrolling that wear a kind of black burlap tabard with silver stitching, depicting a spear piercing the sun. This is the mark of Thulus's spear that was shown to you in the night sky of the Starless Citadel, um, by by the head of the family before you departed. Um, but you can see that, not as I mentioned before, some are very kind of stalwart in their patrol. Well, you can identify that some are kind of not as active. So, potentially you could find a way to kind of move your way through, and or if you felt it necessary to try to ambush. Not all of them are kind of at full attention, but you would have a harder time doing that kind of in the glade rather than kind of around the kind of edges.
Sure. Are the supplies being brought, like, is it just like on carts and stuff, or are they just on horses, or like what's the situation
Most
there?
most that you've seen are just being hauled by these kind of commoner slaves. Like,
Hmm.
you don't really see any kind of large kind of devices. You have the feeling that this group kind of takes people from areas that they've plundered, and basically just kind of work them to death. Um,
And are they all humans?
Um, the ones that you've seen predominantly are there's other humanoids, but predominantly humans. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I look for anything on the carts just from my own eyes? If anything that's flammable, explosive, anything that we could possibly use as a surprise
Like,
attack.
yeah, javelins, sharp things to throw. Maybe an actual glaive, not just a glade.
All right. Yeah. You can make a plug-in check, digger, and Ulam can make a boom boom check.
All right.
Just a regular perception, or
Perception. Yeah. Yeah. Please.
that'll be a 24 for me.
All right.
Like a 10?
I like a 10.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
good number. It's a good
Um,
number.
Even?
Digger, you're
Mhm.
looking over there, and you don't see much by way of weaponry. It's mostly supplies. There's a lot of kind of large kind of satchels, bags. You also see that there are um, uh, a number of different kind of uh, jars that are being moved in, kind of carried on, kind of carts with two people carrying them. Lom, uh, well, you don't see anything explicitly flammable. In your eyes, anything that's wearing something flammable is flammable. So, you're
I'm looking
more.
for like alcohols, powders.
This is, I mean, well, are you proficient in Arcana?
Arcana, no, but I
I'm just
do have
asking.
I have an alchemist kit, and I'm proficient in that. But
Okay. Why don't you make me an Arcana check at disadvantage, Lum?
okay, that's fair.
Roy Mustang over here.
Okay, so that will be 11.
You think that some of these are magic things,
Oh,
for
goody.
magic stuff, or
Oh shit.
necromagic stuff.
While they've been doing that,
Say that
Rock is
again. Sorry, Rock.
while they've been doing that, Rock has had a spectacular idea and has quietly gotten out his disguise kit. And since his hair is already white, he's going to make himself look like a ghoul.
All right. Why don't you make me a?
Do we see this, and can I help him if he's going to try this?
I wanted to roll in his dollar store Beetlejuice. That's
I
what
rolled a
want.
20 on deception.
All right. Yeah, you can dress as a ghoul.
All right. And I'm just going to kind of turn to him and quietly be like,
Oh,
Cletus, I'm going to go do the reckon ottering.
reconnoitering. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. That sounds good.
And then he's just
Okay.
going to like stagger out and like drag a foot behind him.
Hey, if you get confused, and it's like another worker person, just be like, hey, you know what, man, just live in the dream, and they'll like buy it. They'll be like, this guy gets it.
Thanks. I'll do that.
Hmm.
And then he's just going to kind of drag a foot. You know, your typical ghoul zombie.
That's okay. Yes, absolutely.
I should have said unliving the dream. Stuff.
Dragging the axe as he walks.
Okay.
Cletos is going to let other people know, like the hides of Nordak, for those of you who forget that Cletos wears clothes sometimes. In addition to all of the many wonderful things they do, they actively make people not want to see him. So he is going to he's like, it's like, I'll get in position at the cave entrance. I'll just, because is the cave like, is it like in a like a sheer wall face, or is there like sort of a one of those like cave entrance things that and you could like get on top of it, or what's
Yeah,
the
you could
structure?
probably
Is it
get
like
on
Joel's
top of it.
picture?
Yeah, so if you guys
Hmm.
look at it, you'll see that whoop,
No.
see the entrance right there? So you could get
Oh yeah.
on top of it. And that kind of opening in the kind of space, you
Hmm.
guys are kind of down
Okay.
you're down kind of, below here. So you're
Hmm.
looking across here, and the slavers are kind of coming from this kind of easterly direction and bringing things in. Um, as
Okay.
you get closer, um,
Well, before he goes, he'll just say, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe he'll wait till there's like a plan formulated. So like Rock's a ghoul, and then like if most of these folks are like humanish, like you and Lom can probably just like,
I mean,
Horatio, you might want to dress down a little bit,
Right.
but
I'm
you could
sure I
maybe
could
like
again.
pretend to be people delivering stuff. And
What were the slaves wearing? The ones that were being humans? Were they having like collars or anything, chains on their wrists?
no, they're just pretty messed up. They look dirty, like they haven't bathed in ages.
Okay.
It's also worth saying that there are ghouls that look like they are kind of moving things around, and kind of leading everything. One you saw come out with the Obscurus, the necromancers, who was wearing a bleached horse skull as a mask. And then the one that seems to be in charge currently. Well, why don't you guys make me a nature check?
16?
Also 16.
Um,
9.
so you see
Natural
them
one.
kind of standing. He tends to stand within the shade of the entrance to the cave and doesn't move. He's wearing scale mail. He doesn't look very ghoulish. He looks more human than anything. And that's kind of what you see. Also, if anybody wants to make me a nature check, sans Joel.
13.
It's better.
19.
20.
All right, everybody
One
20 and
upper.
above. Ghouls don't sound like zombies. Just a fun fact. They eat flesh, and they are known infamously for their kind of necrotic gluttony, but they are definitely not brainless creatures. They are essentially kind of demon-like creatures that are undead, and kind of choose the existence of kind of continuing on.
Just undead foodies.
Yeah, if the foodie is a duty, but not duty.
That's gross. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, sure, sort of a mix.
Important
Dude
clarification.
-y, not DOO
Mhm.
DY
Oh, okay.
or IE.
Sure.
What about DUTY?
Is it their duty?
Well,
to...
you can see that some of the duties, or the foodies who like duties are more adherent to their duty than the other foodie duties who like duty.
You know, the ghoul is in the details. That's what I always say.
Mhm.
I don't know what that means. Anyway,
Oh.
okay. So, Rock is shambling forth in zombie-like fashion. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna skirt around, covered by forest as much as I can be to get above the entrance and kind of post up over the entrance stealthily. Anyone who's also stealthy is welcome to come.
For
Come
the
with.
rest of you, fuck off and stay put.
Yeah, well, I'm hella stealthy.
Well, no, we're playing to our strengths here. We're all going to be in sight lines of each other. We're just doing what we can, the best we can. You know, we're not all stealthy. That's okay.
Just making
Sure.
jokes.
And I'm doing a pep talk. So
I'm very stealthy, so I can go.
all right, you can come with me.
And I will stay and watch from a distance.
Lam, you are
Work on
muted.
your knock jokes.
Unless other people can hear Lam, I cannot.
Lam's being very stealthy right now. I can hear him.
Incredibly stealthy.
Much stealth.
So stealthy. Can't hear him.
Wow. Okay.
I like get a little bit of dirt and add to my smokiness a little bit, and just real big right here. Just like a little bit over one eyebrow. I don't want to go too crazy because I may have to clean it off later. So
I like Joel dressing up like a ghoul and acting like a zombie. Digger dressing up like a trash panda, acting like an asshole cat. Checks out.
Into our strengths.
Yep. You got to. All right, so stealth rolls for Kledos and Digger.
29.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What I was going to say is I was going to go the other direction, kind of pinch and maneuver with them.
Okay, so you can also make a stealth check then. Kledos, 29, did you say?
20 for me.
Digger, okay, and then Lam?
24.
All right. So you
Wait,
guys,
wait. What's Horatio doing?
he said he's staying back.
Oh, he's just hanging back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he's not very
how
stealthy.
far am I from the mouth of the cave?
I'd say at least. I think you guys were about 100 yards originally when you were in. So I would say, unless you guys moved a great deal further in, you're still probably because the glade's pretty large.
Okay.
You could probably move closer, or if you have moved closer, you can let me know. But I certainly don't think that you're kind of like within, kind of like 100 feet of the cave and all managing to have a chat and
Sure.
put on makeup and et
Mm.
cetera, et cetera.
Can't you make yourself look like something?
No, that would be useful, wouldn't it? I'll move up almost to the edge of the glade, but kind of trying to stay behind bushes that'll cover me.
All right. Okay, I want you to make me a. Let's see.
And I want to try to be near the less observant ghouls.
All right.
Well, you said there were ones
There
that
are.
were
There
clearly
are. I
not doing
know.
their job.
I just love that you're like. Could I also be closer to the non-observant ghouls? That'd be great.
I mean, why not take advantage?
What you want in a ghoul?
What is your passive perception, Horatio?
23.
23. Okay, so as you are kind of leaning down there, you see a kind of small phosphorescent creature with wings kind of float down and land on your shoulder and say, "What you doing?"
Trying to be stealthy.
Oh, you're doing a great job. I don't think those ghouls are paying attention to it at all. You have pretty bright clothes though, and that's coming from somebody who glows in the dark.
You're not wrong. Who are you?
Mammalia. You can make me a nature check if you'd like. I assume that you have seen these before in the forest already.
Jesus. Apparently not. It's a 7.
Tinkerbell? This is a sprite. I don't know if you know that or not, or if you just think somebody's talking to you from the darkness, like you noticed a butterfly, but somebody else is talking to you. I'll leave that up to you, Horatio, to role play. But yeah, Mammalia basically says that maybe you if you're gonna hide out, you shouldn't wear bright teal and burgundy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm trying to stay back. I'm Horatio, by the way.
Nice to meet you. What are you doing at the Cavern of Whispers?
Probably going to take out all these ghouls.
Oh, that would be great. They've been eating my buddies, and we've
That's
been
not good.
trying to gather up a little posse. But as you can see, it is a bold move. But as you can see, there aren't a whole lot of able-bodied individuals to help out right now, especially since the necromancers showed up.
Yeah, those necromancers are bad news. We're definitely going to have to get rid of them.
Yeah, well, luckily they haven't had much luck. We've been doing our best to use our magics to keep them from communing with Darren, but they're as you can see, they're kind of wits end with all of this. One's been here for a couple weeks, but the other one just arrived previous to you, and they thought that they'd be able to perform the ritual, but they haven't been able to make contact yet. I can tell you, I don't think Darren Day is really looking to commune with people like that.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I wouldn't want those guys in my mouth either.
Yeah, not the taste you want on your tongue. Especially with all of the weird abyssal and burning of flesh, and it's no good.
No, definitely not. So once we start the party, you're going to be able to join us and your friends.
There aren't a whole lot of us left, but I can say that I can make it worth your while, and you feel the kind of pouch, your like money pouch at your side become pretty heavy. And she says, "Do you feel that?
Sure do.
All of those emeralds, if you can get those ghouls that ate my friends out of here for good.
Oh, I can make that happen.
Well, if you do, you'll feel that same weight, and the weight of it disappears from your pouch."
All right, so I am going to cast Sending
Okay.
to Kledos. I'm assuming he's made it to the top of the cave mouth at this point.
No, but let's make some more stealth checks and see. So for Lam, Digger, and Horatio,
Goody.
or sorry, Kledos, please make me another stealth check.
27.
All right, Kledos.
22.
All right.
26.
All right. Yeah, you guys are able to make it around another piece, and then for Kledos and Digger, if you're going up top, I'll need you to make one more set, and then Lam, while they're rolling, think about what you are doing on the other end, and then let me know.
Natural 20 for a total of 30.
All right.
23.
Okay, so you guys are able to position yourself on top. There are ghouls patrolling that you needed to evade, but you're able to stay out of sight. You do overhear a couple of the ghouls who were loafing about a little bit more previously, and they are complaining about Thulis's leadership, and especially Lieutenant Haas, and how he has um, gone to rationing out due to supplies being low, and they say that if things keep up this way, then we're gonna keep going out and eating uh, these slaves or whatever else the forest provides to us. I don't care. I don't care what Haas says.
So it sounds like they might be in the midst of a coup.
Yeah.
Do I also hear this conversation?
You do not, because you're coming around
Okay.
the other side.
Okay.
Rock, what are you up to, buddy? So everybody else sneaking around, pincer maneuver. Horatio visited by Mamilia the sprite. Rock, you are groaning like a zombie. Groaning like a zombie and dressed like a ghoul, walking into the middle of the glade.
Yep. Going. Rockamon Grundy. Born on a Monday.
Oh my god, you're gonna just chant Solomon Grundy's whole thing. The entire chant.
Wednesday.
Burning
Like dragging the axe behind him as he shuffles towards the mouth of the cave.
All right. So
Just
as you get closer to the entrance to the cave, you see. Well, make me a perception check.
13.
Okay. you can see the mouth of the cave. There's a large kind of glistening plant-covered mound that kind of rises up from the forest floor and opens up into the glade. There are a number of people kind of moving in and out of large glistening wooden doors that are decorated with curved leafy patterns that are set into the mound. In this space, you do see some of the kind of similar runic carving as well that you saw at the Starless Citadel, where Digger was kept there on that lower kind of rune wheel. And the doors themselves remain kind of firmly closed, with the kind of lieutenant that's wearing a kind of bleached horse skull standing in front of it and commanding one of the kind of commoners to open it and then shut it immediately when they're going kind of in and out. There's kind of several piles of kind of fresh earth that sit on top of the mound itself. There's insects crawling through the piles and kind of around the kind of entrance, adorning that kind of mouth that's opening with the doors kind of inset between it. Um, and yeah, you hear the singing of birds, which is not an um, incredibly common sound within the forest from the places that you have been to. Um, yeah, I think that's everything that you see. Why don't you make me a performance check at disadvantage because you're a ghoul and you're acting like a zombie?
Well, it disadvantage, and that was cruel because I had rolled a 9 and now a 4.
um, you see that as you approach, um, the lieutenant kind of ushers the others in, and you can see that the doors are closed upon your approach. On either side of the door, you can see that there are um, kind of there's a lot of movement within the kind of dirt mounds that kind of flank with the insects kind of crawling through it. Gives you the heebie-jeebies. Horatio, can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Come on. Yeah, that checks out. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
Yeah, well, in the other game you would have spewed, but this is still this game, so no worries.
Excellent.
All right, Joel, how is Rock going to proceed? You're going to have kind of one more kind of big movement, and then we're going to cut back to your compatriots, because I'm thinking that your shambling took about the same amount of time as their stealthing.
Seems right.
Yeah.
Um, I'll shamble over. So there was one big mound that had doors, right?
Yeah. So what I showed you before, where Kletos and Digger were going kind of on top, that
Yeah.
kind of emerges out from the forest floor. And then inset in kind of what has opened up, there are those kind of two doors that are kind of inset a couple of feet. And then kind of the mound itself is kind of a large kind of dirt pile. And like I said, there are doggies coming to say hello to you um, from the top, and then there are kind of other mounds of dirt that are kind of positioned kind of around the glade, but kind of near where that kind of emerging mound is coming out.
I'm
Two of them kind of on either side of the kind of doorways.
I'm gonna shuffle towards the main doorway,
Mhm.
like I'm taking up a guard position.
Okay. All right. So um, the main dude in charge, wearing the horse skull, kind of looks at you, and your disguise holds up, but they are rather dubious about your lack of identifying marks, part of the part of the party. So as you get close, you also he's kind of looking at you. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. The stench of this person is just unbelievably overpowering. It is one of the foulest smells that you may have ever smelled in your life.
25.
All right. So you kind of buck up, and you are kind of finding yourself immune to this, but you almost kind of choke and kind of dry heave because it's so disgusting. And as you are kind of noticing this, you also realize that, well, from a distance, this individual looked like they were human. That there seems to be a kind of glamour on it, and this is definitely not human, whatever it is.
Yeah. You're just going to have a moment of like, born on a third. Rockamon Grundy, born on a month. And he's just going to go back to the beginning and continue his shuffle.
Okay, so as he went up, he like stood as a guard person for a second, and then he just walked off.
No, this is as he was going up to his guard position.
Oh, okay, all right,
Like when the smell hit him,
gotcha.
like lost his place in the rhyme and went back to the beginning until he got up to his guard spot.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so let's go back to Digger and Kletos. You see Rock shambling across and pausing momentarily, and you think something might be wrong, and then he continues on to the entrance of the cave.
Wow, it worked. He really is a master of disguise.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly, both surprised and not surprised.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a fun place to be.
do we like go down as well? Do we also like go in?
Or answer that in character. How high up are we? Like, how tall is this entrance? Are we like 10 feet off the ground, 30 feet? You know, like what's the
Yeah,
distance?
it's probably 10 to 15 feet off the ground, kind of at its highest point. You imagine it kind of comes up from the forest floor and then kind of mounds at the top down to where the kind of doors are inset into the mound. So yeah, at its highest point, it's probably 15 feet above grade. Near the kind of front doors, it's probably about 10, 12 feet tall.
Okay, and all of the doors are closed, even the one that Smelly is standing in front of.
Yeah, especially the one those are the only doors
It's
that
like
go
super
into.
close.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, I mean, I could just like grab him and drag him up here.
Yeah, but like we want to go and stop the necrohamsters.
That's what. Isn't that one of them?
Well, they were there, but I thought Rock was going in the cave. I thought the necromancers went in the cave right away. They came out, they did the deal, and they
Back
right?
in. Those were the guys. I don't know. There's so many like new people here. It's confusing.
Yeah, because they dropped like husks of human or something and bailed.
Okay. Well, I mean, then we should extra just get rid of this guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not going to let us in the door, probably. Right? Like,
well,
we could go down there and be like, "How we're here for the necromancy convention."
yeah.
And
Should I try? I have no issue trying that. I can speak
yeah,
a bit.
why don't you try it?
And you be my lookout?
And then I'll stay up here, and if it doesn't work, I'll just nab him.
Okay, perfect. Well, then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. So Lam, tell me what you're going to do because these things are going to happen in
Okay,
some sort of sequence.
So, how many people are by the entrance? I'm going to assume I'm near it as well, correct?
It's just you're on the other you're at grade
side.
near the entrance, but you didn't go up on top of the mound. So they're
Yep.
on top of the mound.
Yeah.
You're to the if you're looking at the doors, you're to the right of the mound.
Okay. Okay.
You are kind of nearest to where Rock has set up.
Okay.
And the lieutenant with the equine skull is when you're looking at the doors to the left of the doors.
And it's only Rock, that lieutenant, and there's no one else milling about in front of the door.
Everybody else was kind of shooed in by the lieutenant. But why don't you make
Okay.
me a perception check and we'll see whether you could see that or not.
That is 26.
Yeah, so you were able to see that while you were stealthing around.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold. I mean, no, not an initiative, but I'm going to hold my action until either Cletos or Digger do something to distract that lieutenant, because and then I'm probably going to try to. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. We're not an initiative, so you don't need to tell me like exactly what you're going to do. All right, Horatio, why don't we get a vibe now that you've spoken with the sprite? Are you speaking further? How are you preparing thyself for the inevitable action that is to come?
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is cast Sending to Cletos up in the haunted balcony of the mound that he's on.
Spelled like it sounds. Checks out.
So then I will say, Cletos, I've made a friend. Say they're an interested party in us dealing with these necromancers. They should help a bit.
Cletos responds in the only way he knows how. He says, "Okay."
Check.
I mean, short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah, I'll tell Digger that Horatio found some friends because he's a deep person and it makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna be sitting by with my creepers ready.
All right. So the lieutenant kind of looks at Rock and realizing that anybody that has been around him are the only people that could stand his stench, just kind of like thinks that he's a new recruit, and he orders him inside with him. And Rock, do you come with?
Yeah.
All right, so he orders him with inside, and you can hear a loud thud as the doors close below you, Cletos.
wait, can I try to get in the doors? I'm fast.
Well, I'm gonna go walk up to the doors and check and see if it's locked.
Oh yeah, it's only like 10 feet big though, so I can't like crawl along the ceiling or something.
No, he would. I mean, they would see you if you did. I mean, you can certainly jump down and try to get in. I don't know if you're going to be able to, but I feel
like Cletos would stay put, but I don't know if Digger would try to be like, oh hey, wait up.
I'm going
to get in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
well,
absolutely.
the door closed, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean that's
like
I mean basically you're gonna hear him like order Rockaman to come inside and say that he has things to attend to, and they're going to go and open the doors.
The second Rock goes even like half half breach of this cave hole,
Yeah.
I'll use feline agility down there and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. But in, I don't know, Bizzle?
In a bizzle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And be like, hey, you're not going to go down there without me, are you?
Who are you to be speaking to me like that?
Everybody knows who I am.
Leave her at the lieutenant. While distracted for a sneak attack.
Okay. All right. You can do it. It's going to be a sneak attack.
All right, let me just pull out my sneak attack stuff for myself.
All right. I mean,
Somebody
you could pull it.
deflect
You
this
could pull it out for
missile.
us too.
So we look like we're on their side.
Well,
I wish
this
it
is
worked
too
that
late.
way. I wish it worked that way. Doesn't.
Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 8
All right.
to hit.
What's he throwing?
Okie dokie.
My
One of
just
Chef's
my cleaver.
cleavers.
Just the cleaver, right to his head.
All right. All right. So yeah, I mean, it's a natural 20 plus whatever your sneak attack is. So
Okay, I just have to remember what sneak attack is just full damage plus a regular roll. You said.
well, that is
Well, he did
what
get a natural
what
20.
level are you?
I am a level 14.
Rogue?
No, I'm a level 4 rogue. No, I mean like what the natural 20 damage modifier.
Oh yeah.
for-
It's full damage plus like roll damage.
Okay.
And then if you're sneak attacking once per turn, you can add another D6, I think.
Yeah, it's well my current sneak attack 2d6, so 18 20 26 total damage.
Okay.
The second I see the cleaver like go by
Yeah.
in land,
Yeah.
Digger's gonna go all Death Eye
Yeah.
and like storm and turn around at like looking at where that came from.
I'm
And
still hiding.
while I turn and look to where the cleaver came from, all angry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna spray poison spray right in his face.
Okay. Okay. How much was yours again, Lam?
Total damage for 26. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide again.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Digger,
22.
what does your butt spray do?
If you listen to how my butt squeaks, it's gonna be 3d12. Now, is this sneak attack?
What type of damage is it?
It is poison.
All right. You can roll it, but you're going to spray him all over his face, just all over his face. And the only thing it's going to do is like the glamour that you saw that had already worn off for Rock is going to essentially like you're going to realize that this is a ghoul and a nasty ghoul at that. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be luck. Yeah, that's much better. 18. The other one was 3.
All right.
Yeesh.
So you'll be able to kind of stand, but you like do like the full cat like almost hurling a couple times because this like when that glamour is gone, you like realize that this is like microwaving bloated dead
But
body
Digger
at that
doesn't
point.
have a sense of smell.
As a cat?
Yeah, never has.
Oh yeah, because
It's true. He's never had a sense of smell.
Yeah.
that because of that thing. Yeah.
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 Because Digger had that drug problem.
Oh yeah. I love the drug problem that we never talk about.
We just gotta sweep it under the rug.
He's been 10
Yeah.
years sober, okay? Come on.
It had wheels and then it died off. So I just use it only in times when it's necessary, like now.
All right.
But I am gonna like grab my little cat butt and be like, oh,
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I
Yeah.
just vacated my bowels. I'm sorry, I'm incontinent.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Let's all roll initiative.
Damn it.
that's a pretty good initiative. 22.
All right.
21.
22.
Okay, well, that's just 3 for 22.
23.
Ow!
Did anyone roll horribly that time? That's fantastic.
What is everybody's dexterity modifier, Kledos?
5.
5 for Orin, and how many for
Uh,
4 for you?
4, yeah.
Okay, so Kledos and Digger, you guys can just decide who goes first, I guess. I don't know.
Rochambeau.
Orin's closer, so maybe we'll have him go
Sure.
first, and
Okay.
then
That
and
works.
then Kledos, and then
Okay.
Horatio and Rocka not gonna work here anymore. Is gonna go first because I rolled a natural 1. So that
Oh,
puts
is
me
this
at
going to be the same scenario where you just
4.
curb stomp the guy out? Do I get
Pretty
to live
much.
through one of
That's
those?
this is exactly similar to what happened
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
All right, and
I like the idea of like with the natural one, the like gross, smelly ghoul. Like it's like the cat evacuated its bowel.
He's like, that's gross even for me.
all right. So, Rock, you're up first.
Are we outside of the doors enough that if I close the door, we would be on the outside?
Yeah, because Digger hopped down, you were still outside of the doors when that happened.
Okay. So Rock is going to close the door first,
Okay.
and then he will attack the big ugly thing.
Okie dokie.
Uh,
Are you speaking about the ghoul? I just want to be
yes,
okay.
with the horse head thing, who smells bad,
Yeah. Okay.
The general, lieutenant,
covered
commander
in
in chief.
cat pee.
Yep.
It had a cleaver stuck in his head.
That's not pee.
You smell swift ammonia.
15 to hit.
Yeah. Ooh, nope. 15 does
Really?
not hit.
Wow. Okay. Gonna throw a kick as that's also going to be a miss.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Well, at least the door's closed.
True story. Digger. And then Kledos.
If he is engaged with my compatriot,
Yep.
do I get ye ol' sneak attack?
No, because he's already seen you.
Okay,
So
then
unless
I'm
you had
going to
hidden
use
last turn, which I think would have been difficult.
for my bonus action, I'm going to use insightful fighting.
Okay.
He has to succeed, or I have to succeed against his deception check with an insight roll.
Okay.
So he rolls deception, I roll insight.
Okay.
I'm going to use luck. Oh, yeah. That's a 22.
All right. That beats my 15.
All right, then I get sneak attack.
All right.
And I'm going to attack him with my thorn whip.
Okay.
I kind of rub my foot on the dirt, find that stick right there, push into it, and thorn whip right around the throat. And then I pull real hard if it hits.
Let's find
Does
out.
a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit.
Hey. So that is going to be that's going to be 9 piercing damage
Okay.
plus sneak attack, which is another 5.
Okay, so 14 total.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Kletos, and then Horatio, and then Lom.
All right. Well, seeing that all play out, Cletus is going to be like, Boyz and Rana wouldn't be the move here. So he'll jump off the top of the entrance and Hurricane Rana, the deer guy.
Okay.
That's so much to hit. It's like 30. And
Okay.
that's for first. That's 15 magical Kletos damage, and then so I guess the second attack. And a stunning strike. So con save 15.
Are you using your movement then to move back to him?
What?
Well, like I'm assuming you're not stunning striking him while you are hurricane running him.
It's like a key infused thing. Any strike can be a stunning strike.
Okay, so the hurricane Rana is a stunning strike.
Is a stunning strike.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Flavorful.
Sorry.
Con save 15.
I rolled a 13 plus 3. 16.
Okay. Then Kletos will hit him again. So he'll sort of just follow up, sock him in the deer skull.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
So that is 21 magical Kletos damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. 28 magical Kletos damage.
Okay.
And then he setting strike again.
No.
Great. Then I will flurry of blows while he is incapacitated. So those just automatically hit, I think. Or is that advantage? It's advantage, right? Because he's incapacitated.
Yeah.
All right.
Monks, man. Monks.
All right. It's a 21 and a 22 to hit, and that'll be a total of 23 more magical Kletos damage.
All right. He drops to the ground, and you find yourselves in a kind of eerie quiet outside of the entrance to the cave.
Cool. I'm going to sneak over and pull my cleaver out of his head and say, well, that went as well as we could have hoped.
Are we still in initiative?
And right after Lam says that, you see the mounds of dirt bubbling with insects begin to rise out, and you see these abominations flanking the door to the tongue of Darrenday and the Cave of Whispers, and we'll find out if you can defeat them next time on a very special edition of D&DDT with the one and only Tasty Boys.
Tasty
Boys! Interdimensional.
Me and my big mouth.
Recording stopped.
It's a good episode title.
Recording stopped.
Yep.
That's the one.
All right. So for everybody watching, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in about 10 for episode 131 with the Tasty Boys. So we'll see you at 8:40. Thanks so much for watching, and please come back now. You hear us?
You hear? Yeah.
Hello,
So
we're
we-
back for episode 131 of D and DDT. When you hear the strange lady tell you we're recording, we're recording. We're back with the boys for one more episode. Thanks for hanging out, and please stop back by every other Wednesday. Every Wednesday on Known World United, we have D and D of some sort. Here with the Tasty Boys, we have our ongoing fast casual 5th edition interdimensional culinary experience. But on our alternating Wednesdays, we have a Mass Effect 5th edition skinned game run with a ragtag bunch of Mass Effect friends, and they run on the Wednesdays we're not running. So we will be back on the very 1st of September with brand new episodes 132 and 133, and you can catch episode 15 of Mass Effect Aftermath next Wednesday on the. Oh, just kidding. It's the 25th today. You can catch them on the very 1st of September and us back here on Wednesday the 8th. Me no good at calendars. Me good at DM? Maybe. We'll find out. Without further ado, let's check and see if I still have magic. Rex and Mass Effect. God damn it. I love you, Warrior.
love me too.
Recording in progress.
Welcome to another episode of D and DDT with the one and only Tasty Boys.
Tasty
Tasty
boys.
boys.
Tasty Boys is our ongoing fast casual Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition interdimensional culinary experience. And for episode 131, it's Tasty After Dark. You can watch us on twitch.tv/knownworldunited, and maybe Oren will turn down the lights for you too. I'm here with the boys. I'm the Beard. I'm your dungeon master for this evening and every evening. You can follow us at DNDDT Podcast on Twitter for more information, or check out dnddt.com. And as always, find us here every other Wednesday taping episodes on twitch.tv/knownworldunited. The boys will introduce themselves, tell you a little bit about what happened last episode, and then we'll hang out with a couple just down to earth dudes.
Oh, ha ha ha.
DM guy.
All right, well, let's go in the normal order. I am Nate, your D&D ringer, playing Bard Extraordinaire Horatio Hetfeld. Last episode, I made Little Fey friend, and totally didn't give my name away for free.
I'm Warrior. I play Kletos Begor, spelled like it sounds. Minotaur Monk, Red Meat Babyface, Tomb Digger Doomtree, and Horatio Hetfield, and a bunch of other stuff. Last time on DDT, I was murdered by my best friend in a dream.
I am Oren Veidt, resident international Iron Man deathmatch superstar turned cowboy. I play Digger Doomtree, Tabaxi Warlock of the Woods. Last time I made and followed a plan perfectly.
That's true. That's true.
Everybody, I am Dan Fitzgerald, local referee and deaf guy extraordinaire. Last time on D&DDT, you know, we like the cat said, he followed the plan. We all followed the plan. It went perfectly. You know, kill the ghoul. Realized I should stick more to stealing than I do, assassinating types, because I don't do a whole lot of damage that way. But everything went fine until I opened my mouth and said, "Oh, look, that was a nothing." And
Turns out it was something. And who do you play, Dan?
I play Lamik. Long
Oh,
Twilight Forge. I've been doing this. I've
yes!
been doing.
Oh, I was
I
hoping you'd go on
I
autopilot, and you did. You're a Mick Hillface.
Nope. Long
Woo!
Twilight Forge. Long Twilight Forge. Barbarian Rogue. Thieving Swifty Man.
And I'm Joel, playing Big Bloody Rock, Leaf Bottom, Halfling Barbarian, turned monk, who last time, against all odds and measures of things that are reasonable, has yet again succeeded with an incredible disguise and was able to pass seamlessly as a ghoul. Probably because he likes to have fun.
They just want to.
I mean, I'm gonna say this: it was one of your more better thought out disguises, plus a really high roll.
I mean, they've all been equally thought out.
For sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. So
I don't know. I remember one that was kind of blah.
Anywho, Lom has just come over and said, "Wow, wasn't that easy?" And then stringing from the earth, there is two large, elementally dirt creatures that we saw previously, and they look a little something like that.
So
That is
as that happens, can I cast Dimension Door up to the haunted balcony?
Sure, yeah. In response,
Yeah. So I will say to Mamelia, coming with, and then I will Dimension Door because they're on my like arm or shoulder, or whatever. Right? So
yeah. Oh, she doesn't come with.
okay, just checking.
You're working for her, buddy. Her friends have all been eaten. Well, they haven't all been eaten, but they've been eaten.
most of them have.
Not risking it. All right. So you appear up. Let's have everybody roll initiative.
Again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Lom mentioned during the break that he thought we were out of initiative, which is why he went over and grabbed his cleavers. So I felt like rather than going back into the same initiative, it would make more sense for us to like react dexterously to what is going on. So, Horatio.
This time everyone's going to roll a 24.
All right. Kletos.
7.
All right. Excellent. Digger.
16.
Oh, so much variety. Rock.
23.
23. And Lom.
21.
All right. 21.
If the rest can just roll a 1, that'd be great.
For all of them.
No, they are going to roll a 17, and their dexterity, that checks out. Their dirt is 0, so they are going to go after Lom here. All right, so it's going to be Horatio, Rock, Lom, the enemies, Digger, and then Kletos. Dirtbags.
Yeah.
You son of... Okay, let's start it up. Horatio.
All right. So on those piles of animated dirt, do I see any glints of metal?
Ah. Classic.
You do not. Well, make me a
Oh.
perception check.
Let's see. So that is 30.
You do not.
Oh.
Oh, so wasted a 30.
Well, I mean, it's 17.
He's crapping out 30s like there's no tomorrow. I wouldn't worry about
Wow.
it.
I'm the one that craps things out.
Should have taken heat dirt.
You're not wrong. I will
That's just
cast...
fireball.
I'm not gonna fireball. Everyone's right there,
I
including
mean, I
me.
can take it.
But I'm
Can you
right.
though?
I'm part of everyone.
Dude, I'll tank it. It's fine.
I will cast Bigby's Hand.
Okay.
Normal 5th level. So then Bigby's Hand will basically punch one of those dirtbags.
All right.
So let's see. It's a melee spell attack. Ugh. Well, I rolled a 3, so that's a 13.
That is not going to hit.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. Next up, Rock, and then Lom.
All right. You said there are two of them, right?
Yep, one on either side of the doors.
Rock is going to go after the one on the left.
Okay.
16 to hit.
A 16 is exactly what you need to hit. Yes.
Ooh. For 14 points of damage.
Okay.
By a kick, which is an 18, so that'll hit.
Yeah.
For 9.
Okay.
And then 26 for a second attack.
All right.
For 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then another kick, which misses.
Okay. All right. Lom, you're up.
I am quickly looking something up. Okay, never mind then. That will not work for this because I just couldn't remember what something did. Okay, so they're like within. How far am I away from either dirt pile?
Oh, you're smack dab in between.
Okay, so I'm in melee with both of them, correct?
Oh yeah.
You're a dirtbag sandwich.
Yeah.
Coolio.
Well, technically, they're the dirt bread in a Lom sandwich. Because you don't name the sandwich for the bread.
You absolutely do. If you're
what?
chaotic evil,
Are you chaotic evil?
always. And I mean, IRL.
IRL, yeah. Screw off, dude.
Well,
Lum.
I'm just trying to find my things. Bonus action disengage, and I'm going to freaking roll out of the way
Okay.
of both of them, and then just kind of dive to the side and just kind of get into some cover because I'm like, crap, okay, and just look at my cleaver and be like, okay, and that's gonna be the end of my turn. I'm just gonna dive out of the way right now.
All right.
Because that did not go according to any plan. So whoopsies.
All right. We are going to have an attack on Rock. Rock, the Grave Dirt Elemental is going to attempt to attack you twice. An 18 and an 18.
Nope and nope.
What's your AC now?
19.
Motherfucker.
With the shield.
Gotcha. Okay. And then the other is going to attack Digger. That's not going to hit. And that's a natural 20, baby.
That ain't touching this tank cat.
Okay, so that is going to be 12 plus 4, 16 plus 3, 19 bludgeoning damage on you.
19?
And that'll be their turn.
Wow, that's just mean.
Listen, they're not. There's 5 of you, and you're way up there in levels. They can't
That
all be.
hurt.
They can't all be ass kickers.
All right, so
They've been summoned to this plane of existence, and they have children.
I was going to
think
say
about
they're
that.
kids.
Just
Will
do it.
somebody think of the Grave Dirt kids?
Nope.
All right. Next up is Digger, and then Kletos.
After canonically taking damage for the first time, Digger kind of contemplates his life, thinks
Okay.
about where he's at.
Like it.
For 4 seconds, or
No, like 2.5. It doesn't take long. I mean, I'm mainly thinking about the 3 years I've spent in this forest. And then I am going to look at the one,
yeah.
poison spray the one behind me.
Okay. How long does it take for your poison spray to recharge?
It's a cantrip. And I can trip over these bowels, if you know what I'm saying.
God. What do I need to do?
It's a DC
Con or Dex?
DC 18 con. Why is it so dark?
Because you turned off the lights.
No, well, the light in the back then like dims my face. I don't understand how this stuff works.
Well, when the lights are on, your face is illuminated. When the lights are off, it's dark.
Yeah, but the light back there doesn't illuminate my face up here.
Your computer screen.
It's on full bright, baby.
I don't know, buddy. That was not a save.
Hey, now, that'd be sneak attack, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Heck yeah. So, the poison damage by itself is 12.
Okay.
And then, a 10 for sneak attack.
Excellent.
Not too shabby.
Make me a perception check.
Ah, yeah, that's going to be real good. That'll be a 21.
You perceive that this pile of dirt is essentially immune to your poison.
You know, I was wondering maybe, but you know what?
I had to have you go through the entire process.
Look,
because Digger wouldn't
been,
know.
It's been rough inside my, my sphincter since I've been in these woods. Nothing's really clean to eat. So,
Duly noted.
You're welcome for that image.
Kletos.
Yeah, Kletos is going to just stand in 1 second of stunned silence as Digger takes damage canonically. And then he'll beat up the one that hit his friend, obviously. All right, so that's a 23 and a 25 to hit.
Yep, those hit.
He's just punching it in its dirt face.
Gotcha.
That is a total of 28 Kletos damage.
Okay.
And stunning strike. It's con save of 15.
15. I did
right.
it. I really did it.
It's fine. It's fine. He'll flurry of blows, 2 more attacks. He'll just kick it a couple times, also in its dirt face, because I'm flexible like that. That's also very much to hit. Those are like 27 and 29. For 22 Kletos damage.
All right.
Stunning strike.
Nope, failure.
Sweet. All right, and that is his turn.
Okay. All right, back to the top. Horatio, and then Rock, and then Lom.
All right, bonus action, Big B hand punch. Well, that's definitely going to hit. That's a 27.
All right.
So that will do 4d8 damage.
48
damage. That's a lot.
Good God.
That is a lot.
Horatio's finally pulling his weight.
How dare you? All right. So the other one. Oh, that was not great damage. That's 14.
Okay.
And then as my action, as I'm looking around, do the other ghouls that are standing guard, are they actually doing anything?
There are no other ghouls standing guard. The lieutenant ordered everyone back inside, including the people that were moving.
Okay. Excellent.
Or at least you don't see any. People could have wandered off. Who knows?
Oh, let's hope not, because they're just going to start eating people. So I'm going to cast with my action Dissonant Whispers on the dirt pile I just punched.
Okay.
So it will hear voices in its head. They counsel him. They understand. So let's see. That is... He needs to make a wisdom save. DC 18.
Wisdom plus 0 is 18.
You're a real dirtbag.
Book dumb, but street smart when them streets is made of dirt, baby.
That's
He
my
grew
turn.
up on the streets, round the streets, next
He
to
was
the
the streets.
Yeah. I'm the street. All right. Rock. It's your turn.
All right.
That one's for the
Staying,
kids.
Rock is going to yell terrains as he attacks the pile of dirt.
Okay.
Critical hit.
Okay.
That's still
Critical hit.
that is going to be 23 points of damage.
All right.
He's going to follow it up with a kick.
Yep.
2 to hit.
Yep.
11 points of damage.
Yep.
Swinging with the axe again, 25 to hit for 8 points of damage.
Yep. You turn it into a finely graded pile of dirt.
Terrains.
God damn it. Joel, if you don't have inspiration, you can take inspirations for that. That's
Woohoo!
quite good.
It's been like 3 weeks.
Well, 2 weeks technically.
4
'Cause
weeks.
We didn't play 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
4 weeks.
I'm just saying it's been a while
Oh
since
yeah, I didn't give you inspiration. I did the fake out last time.
there was
Yeah.
that one moment of hope.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was a good laugh though.
he's and then he's going to use movement to close the distance on the other dirt bag,
Okay, are you going to engage it? Okay.
just out of reach.
Just wondering. All right, Lam, you're up, and then the grave dirt elemental, and then digger, and then
Okay.
Kratos.
So, bonus action, can I kind of like hide so I can try to sneak up around him? Do my hide action and then move up to try to sneak around him? Or no?
Yeah, you could bonus action hide. I
Yeah,
mean,
because I kind of want to
there
sneak
might be
up
an
on him.
injunction, but
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna do a quick stealth. Ooh, that is a 15.
let's find out. Yep, you're fine.
Okay, cool. Because I'm gonna try to move back up, kind of to the side of him, kind of sneak up on him, and just take a big old hunk off him with my cleaver.
Okay, make an attack.
Okay. Natural 1.
Oh no. Roll me percentages, Dan.
What does 00 and 0 mean?
That's a
That's 0 or 100?
100.
100. Yeah.
Oh, is it? I don't know if it's like a good or a bad thing right now.
It's one of those.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
Okay, so you feel the grave dirt elemental pulling you in, but you're able to pull yourself back out. Your cleaver is going to take additional level uh, of rust
Shit.
as a result. All right, and it's the elemental's turn.
Yeah, crap bastards.
2 attacks on you, Dan.
Oh boy, here we go.
A 20 and a 26.
If it's above 17, then yes.
All right, so it's going to do 22 bludgeoning damage as it slams into you twice. And
22
then
total, or?
Yep, 22 total. Like I said, they're not the most ginormous things. All right, it is Digger's turn and then Cletus.
I am going to then Thorn Whip one of them.
Okay. There's only one left.
Well, here it comes. There's about to be none left after this.
Ayo.
Ayo, wah, 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 he says, knowing he's not going to roll a hit. Oh, actually, I think I did. Yeah. That'll be 28 to hit.
Just barely.
Ah, nice. Then that'll be 8 normal damage
Nice.
and 6 sneak damage.
All right.
So 14 total piercing.
Kletos.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Kletos is going to do that sort of like he's going to turn around. He's going to sort of do that like Steve Austin like pounce thing, where he just like runs up on the guy and then
The
just like
Luthez
starts
press.
pounding his Luthez press. Just start punching the dirtbag's face. That's 25 to hit
Yep.
twice. So that is a total of 28 Kletos damage.
Yeah, at a certain point, you realize that you're just punching dirt. There's no magic left in it anymore. You've punched the life out of this elemental.
Oh, the magic's gone.
Yeah.
I broke it.
You did. You broke it.
Spiritually and physically. Cool. All right. Should we go inside?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut from now on.
Great.
And I'm gonna treat my the weapon that got stuck with another treatment of oil that I got, and I think I have one more after that. So.
All right.
Yeah, one more.
I want to go check out one of the smaller mounds that this thing came out of.
It was the smaller mound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you realize that that these were basically kind of sentinels. That if you kind of got too near the door without it being protected by someone, that these triggered essentially.
All right, I'm gonna bring Bigby's hand up to where I am and kind of write it down because I don't want to even jump the 12 feet up that I am.
Catchy.
Nice.
Alright,
Okay. So you guys, as you kind of head towards the doors, when
Totally
you open,
taking the skull helmet thing.
you're going to take the skull helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good call.
What are you doing with it?
Putting it in my fanny pack.
Okay. All right. So
my fanny haver pack.
When you open the doors, you can see that the tunnel descends deep underneath the forest. The air here is close and contains traces of the scent of rotting flesh. Oval-shaped mushrooms grow here and there, shedding dim blue light in the tunnel. White roots trailing down from the plants above snake their way across the ceiling. You can see as you move further down that there is a number of ghouls that are kind of patrolling still. Thankfully, the kind of doors themselves insulated most of the noise up there, and you guys weren't exactly like yelling to each other. So you can see that there are ghouls kind of making their way through, and I will show you the map area in which you have entered.
Just before we go down, I'm going to move the Lieutenant Ghoul body to the side kind of more and just kind of toss it off to be kind of more hidden.
Okay. So you guys were here, and you've entered in, and you can see that the path winds its way down, and that's about as far as you can see where the kind of blue phosphorescent mushrooms start. You can hear ghouls kind of further down, kind of around that bend, but you can't see anything at this point.
Okay, so there is sufficient light for all of us to see.
There is, yeah. It's dark. It's darker kind of up here, but you can see kind of down to the area that's illuminated in the phosphorescence. How would you like to proceed?
Full
This is
speed
gonna
ahead.
I'll,
proceed stealthily.
I mean, I
I'll-
can
I'm,
stop the tunnel. I
I'm
blow
going-
them.
I will be the first one going forward, looking for traps as we go down stealthily.
Okay. All right. You're moving stealthily. Is everybody else moving stealthily?
Yeah, Cletus is gonna do it on the ceiling though.
All right.
Just gonna like call it his belly on the ceiling.
All right. So everybody make me stealth checks then.
I am bringing up the rear.
Natural 20. That's a 30.
25.
27.
What did you say, Rock?
23.
And Horatio.
19.
I was just about to say, as everybody was kind of like rolling, anybody below an 18? So good job. So keep in mind, it's soft, kind of earthen dirt below your feet. As you're getting further in, you've known that like the kind of tongue itself, this kind of colony, this living colony, is what makes up the floor. So, steps on the panic mushroom. So to move with a bit of deftness as you're moving through. Okay, so you're able to move another 30 feet in, to kind of head around that curve, kind of down where the phosphorescent mushrooms are. You'll need to make probably one more stealth check to kind of get to the bend and sneak up and see what's going on. So if everybody can make me another stealth check, that would be great.
28.
Natural 20.
Anybody below an
27.
18, let me know.
26.
Rock, how much further below an 18 are you?
15.
Okay. Why don't you roll me percentages?
$84.
All right. So you're able to catch yourself before tripping, but you're realizing that the ground is getting kind of softer underfoot, and that you're going to need to kind of move with a little bit more care. It's starting to get spongy as you get further in. As you guys move towards the kind of edge of that kind of phosphorescent part of the cave, you see a grove of mushrooms around the corner, and there is a pair of ghouls on either side of that kind of mushroom island that you could move around and through. You hear more ghouls kind of further down in. And so let me know how you'd like to proceed or what you're going to do. If you're going to be conversing, we'll need a stealth check unless you're kind of moving back.
Do we just kill him?
I'm going to kind of signal people to kind of take a couple of steps back so we can talk and plan
Okay.
and see if anyone else follows me.
Is that your let's take a step back signal?
Yeah, and I'm just backing up as I'm doing it.
But just 5 wild and crazy guys. Yeah, sure. I'll confer.
Okay.
I'll play this.
You guys are 14th level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just want to make sure.
I'm on the ceiling though, so I feel like
Allegedly.
I'm doing the like Spider-Man like just I'm
Obviously.
upside down.
Obviously, yeah. All right.
It's pretty cool.
So, so you guys kind of back up. Make me all stealth rolls. Anybody below a 15, let me know.
Natural 20. 30.
19.
26.
22.
12?
Uh-huh.
All
Rolled a
right.
2.
Can you make me a percentage roll?
See. 79.
All right. With your cat-like agility, you're able to keep yourself from making too much further noise, and the ghouls pass it off as just the sounds of the cavern of whispers. Get it? Because it felt like a whisper. All right.
I laugh in abyssal.
All right. Roll percentages. All right. So what's the plan?
You gathered us here today.
So how we want to play this? Because we could. I have a feeling if we start attacking things now, it's gonna echo down the hall much louder, and we're not gonna make it without just having to hack and slash through the rest of the way in. And then we got 2 necromancers at the end, and I think we kind of need a bit more strength than would be to hack and slash through everything.
Guys, necrohamsters really are not that big. They're like this tall.
Mancers,
Oh.
not
Oh,
hamsters, buddy.
So
I
this
thought-
is a bigger issue than I had thought.
Yep.
I thought they were like,
If it was just hamsters, I would have just gone in already gung ho.
no, this is wow.
Whatever.
You just described every plan I've ever followed. I mean, I can get up. I can go to where they won't know.
That's true. I mean, like, Rock is already a very convincing ghoul.
He's got like the cadence and everything. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Idea. We all put ropes around our hands and we tie them to each other and tie him to him, and he looks like he's bringing in a bunch of prisoners.
Why would we do that? We
I
should
don't
just.
know.
What happens
We
if they
stuck-
try to kill us? Then
we
we're
stuck-
stuck.
Yeah, we're.
Well, I mean, we don't actually tie them. We just make it look like we're tied.
Well, then it's not convincing.
And wouldn't I just eat you?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
hungry,
Shit, you're right.
and
I don't
we
know.
killed the lieutenant. Like, yeah, he's
No
free
one knows
reign.
about.
Guys,
Killed him, and
I could walk around and be like, "Good news, everybody! You're free to be employed by whomever. Your boss is dead."
Yeah,
It was
but
tragic.
they might attack you just because their boss is dead now. It's like,
No,
okay,
I'll say watched, and I was like, "Oh, I can't stop this. I'm trying. Oh no."
I don't think we should let him go free either.
I'm sorry. I don't have much way to make fire and/or explosive down here. I don't have much in my alchemy kit.
Why don't we just keep sneaking in until we find the necromancer, and then
Yeah, let's try to sneak past everything then.
So it's the first plan.
yeah, the one we were doing.
Okay. All right.
So no murder.
Not yet.
Not, unless we get caught.
And we sneak past.
Is it murder undead?
We murder.
It's
Is
not,
this the time for this conversation?
Not right now.
No, but it's gonna live rent free in my mind.
Right.
We'll talk about this when we finish the job.
Well, for the record, if anybody sees any hamsters, do not kill. All right.
I will make
Cletus-
sure to collect the hamsters and give them
Thank
to you.
you.
Cletus is going to take the horse skull out of his Benny Haver pack and give it to Digger in case
Yes.
he needs to fire everybody.
Okay.
I was hoping for this.
Yeah, it smells. That's not me. That's what it smelled like.
Hey, I have no idea.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
It does.
No
you
clue.
should just know that you smell horrible. Right now.
Yeah. It's okay.
Just
so-
in case if people look at you like you stink, you'll be like, oh,
Oh,
That's what that's like.
So that's what
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah.
Rock will start to shamble his way down the hall.
This will go
I'm
back
gonna-
to crawling on the
no.
ceiling.
I'm gonna wait a couple, let Rock get a little bit ahead, and then go down after him, stealthily.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wait a bit after that.
All right. Everybody can make me stealth checks again. You'll need to make one to basically get back to the point that you were at previously.
30.
22.
Anybody below a 18?
I mean, I'm not even trying to stealth.
Yeah, 13.
13.
What were you, Oren? Sorry.
Same as Night Dog.
Lucky number
right.
13. People say it's 11, but it's 13.
Lucky number 11.
Oh, God.
11.
That's a deep cut.
That one's. That's
2
not
plus
for the
hours
kids.
in. It's only for the. It's here on out.
It's only for the kids now.
Okay. All right. So everyone who was below a 13, roll me percentages.
74.
Wait, below a 13 or
Or
below
below
that
an
15?
18, sorry.
Oh, Jesus. 15.
All right.
Good thing I have
Rock,
this horse skull on.
you you
Because Rock's not even trying to be quiet.
I know. So you just keep going forward, and you see that there are 4
Right.
ghouls ahead of you, 2 on either side of a big mushroom grove. 2 of them seem to be kind of discussing something. The other 2 are being a bit more vigilant. Digger, you can mark 1 point off your forest reputation for putting the skull on. All right, so take it away, Rock. Oh wait, before you do that, Kletos, where are you? Are you
I'm
are
on
you
the ceiling,
okay?
but
So
I'm
you're
like crawling
following
on my
above him?
belly on the ceiling. Yeah,
So you're not dancing.
not yet.
Just
So
checking.
you're like Spider-Man crawling, except
Yeah, it's very cool. You're like, wow, how does he do that? I'm so impressed.
Spider Tar.
But also, you can't see me, so it's kind of a loss for everybody.
Yeah, we can't see each other. So.
All right. All right, Joel. Rock, take it away.
Rockman Grundy. Born on Monday. It just tools right up to him.
They kind of look at you and go, whoa. Where do you think you're going?
It's
And
brilliant.
Is there something wrong with you?
what do you mean?
Why are you talking like that?
Just living the dream.
What dream is that? This place is a shithole. We've been
I
here
mean,
for a month. We don't have any food. They won't let us eat the people. What's good about this? We have to have pixie snacks just to survive. And you're out here. Where's your post?
inside.
No, it's not.
Well, it was outside, but they told me to come inside.
Who told you?
Horsehead.
Horsehead.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Lieutenant Haas?
Yeah. What do you call
That's very funny. Oh, we call him Horsehead too. Yeah, that's quite good. That's quite good. Well, let me say this. Come on by. Don't go talk to those other 2. They're so far up Thulus's sphincter that they're just swimming in poison spray.
I think we all know what that's like.
Yeah, it's not good, but it can't be any worse than this, right?
He's like standing next to Horsehead.
Oh God, don't even get me started. I mean, we don't smell like daisies, but Jesus. All right, well, come on through. Make sure that you are wearing your symbol next time. If you're not wearing the sigil, everybody thinks you're a newbie, and you don't
Oh.
need that guff. We all get shit on enough. Also, if you
Literally.
if you see Thulis, tell him.
This is incredibly embarrassing, but I lost mine. I didn't even know until you pointed out that I don't have it.
You lost. You
I mean,
lost.
I must.
How is that? How is that possible?
I don't
Everyone's
know.
issued one. Where did you lose it? We've all been in this godforsaken cave for the last month.
I don't know, probably when I was outside. But I don't know. It could have fallen off anywhere. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I don't suppose one of you has like an extra.
No, we're given one. I don't know.
Am I hearing this?
Yo, we're all.
Make me a perception. Well, you can all make me perception checks because he's come around the corner. So unless you guys are all going to make another stealth check, then you can.
That's 23, and I would have gone around the corner.
Yeah, I was
So-
following as well.
All right.
and
Well, then
I-
you can hear Warrior.
It's a 24 stealth.
Blom, if you're coming around the corner, you need to make another stealth because there's not
Okay.
like you'll be in sight of the ghouls unless.
So 25.
All right.
Well, I got a 23 on my stealth and a 21 on my perception.
All right. So yeah, you can hear it. Digger, Lom, Kletos, you hear it.
I rolled a
Horatio.
1. I don't hear shit.
You don't hear shit.
It's much.
So you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying like the sigil is on the tabard that they're all wearing, which is like the thing that
Mhm.
goes over your head with like then you put the belt on.
Never gonna hear the end of this. This sucks.
It's pretty embarrassing. But go down there. Talk to Frollis. See if he can get you another one.
Yeah, it's solid advice.
Frollis
Thanks.
says you're right.
Thanks.
Just don't let Thulis, and absolutely do not let Borchak or Horsehead hear that you've lost your tabard. They will lose their shit.
No end of it. Well, at least I know two of you are cool. So
But
there's
we're all
that.
cool. Ain't no heart beating in this chest. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna start shambling further up the hall there.
I love that you continue shambling. Like you've dropped the voice, but you're like, "Oh, he's got a bum leg or something, you know." All right, so you're able to kind of move past a bit further, Joel. Let's see if this will. So you are kind of move past that mushroom space that's right in the middle, and you're about down to the middle of this corridor right here. You can hear a little bit of what's below, but there's another kind of large mushroom glade blocking your path. If anybody, Kletos, you can make a stealth check to continue moving on. But for anybody else that's moving through, you're going to be within sight of either the ghouls that Rock just talked to, or the other more kind of diligent ghouls that were more like standing guard.
Well, I'm wearing the horse head, so I ain't worried.
I'm gonna keep my hidden position and see if they do like a guard change or something.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch them for a minute and so I'm gonna look for my opening to try to sneak, but use my swift abilities to fucking.
All right. Horatio, what are you doing?
I'm just watching and waiting.
Wise.
I
All right,
got
Kletos.
26.
Okay, so you're able.
I'm just keeping I'm keeping a beat on Rock since
Yeah.
Rock is continuing forward.
So you're able to continue following through. Rock, you are now starting to feel like you are nearing the actual tongue, like in the Cave of Whisper. It's starting to get kind of more and more soft underfoot. Digger, you're just walking right up to these dudes? Same dudes?
I mean, I'm
Other dudes?
walking past them, but
Yeah.
like, I'm not overtly going like, hey, look at me. I'm just like, I'm going to pretend like I know that I'm a higher ranking officer and I wouldn't pay them any mind
All right.
unless they pay me mind.
Make me a deception check.
Oh, yeah, this is my shit. Oh, yeah, come on.
Especially since you rubbed that stank on you.
29.
All right. Yeah.
One
You're
short of a
able
natural
to
20.
continue walking by. So you're about 20 feet behind Rock. Cletos, you're kind of midway in between the two up on the ceiling.
Do they
Um,
like straighten up or anything as I go by?
Yeah, if you go by the ones that Rock went past, they certainly kind of straighten up a bit.
All right. Gives me like an ego boost with the horse face on.
Yeah. Lam, you're not seeing any kind of big breaks in the in kind of their movement. It's not a very wide space. Like the mushroom cluster in the center is probably about 10 by 20 long, and the kind of openings on either side to kind of go around that kind of mound of mushrooms is only about 5 feet on the side with the more diligent guards, and maybe like 10 feet on the side that Rock and Digger pass through. So
So my
um,
question is, from my position, I can see both sets of guards, correct?
you can.
Which the closer ones to me are
The more alert guards.
the Tweedles that the Rock got by,
No,
correct?
no.
Oh, okay.
See, so the more alert guards are in the tunnel or the side of the mushroom that is not as wide.
Okay, so I'm near there.
Yeah.
So what I am going
You're
to
at the kind of mouth of that right here where the phosphorescence is, and Nate, you're hanging back.
So how far are the other set of guards from me?
They're about 30 feet.
Can I kind of stealthily try to chuck a rock at one of them just to nail them and see, and then just hide again?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
First, make me a ranged attack with whatever your I guess strength or dex would be.
Let me double check that. Use dex. 18.
All right. Yep. You can hit the ghoul.
Cool. I'm gonna hide.
A stealth check.
That would be a 26.
All right. You kind of see him look around and say, like, "Hey, what the hell was that? What are you playing at?" And the other one's like, "I didn't do anything. It's probably this cave." But they're definitely like more alert now, kind of looking around, trying to figure out what's going on.
Shoot. That didn't go the way I planned. I'm gonna wait and look for Horatio and see what he does.
Okay,
Kind of
sounds good.
sitting at the side, just kind of be hiding from them, but hoping Horatio sees me going, or like,
All right, Rock, are you just continuing to walk in?
Yeah, I gotta go talk to Frellis and get my target smock.
Okay. All right, so you walk into the next mushroom cluster, and you see that to the left of that mushroom cluster is another cluster, and to the right is a campfire, and then there's a large cluster just to the south of that, and beyond that, you hear loud chanting. When you kind of get kind of further down the hall, and Kletos, you can see this too. Digger, you'll see it shortly. There's a long natural cave that extends out before you. The floor here is soft and made of pale white, spongy material. The ubiquitous mushrooms provide enough light to see that a small camp has been established near the center of the room. Large patches of rainbow-colored fungus cover the walls here and grow as columns from the floor to the ceiling. Chanting, low and dreadful, rises from the far side of the hall. This place smells of blood and rotting flesh.
Well, I don't want to go to the chanting. Do I see any relaxed, chilled out ghouls like the dudes I talked to?
There are some ghouls sitting around the campfire. You also see a number of commoners that are kind of huddled in the corner near that space, and some others that appear lifeless by the far mushroom cluster. There are two guards at the kind of mouth of this large cave, and then probably another 4 over by the fire, and then there are kind of roaming patrols in the cave with another number of ghouls.
Okay. So I'm going past a couple more as I enter.
You are, yeah.
I'm just going to lean over to one of them and be like, "Hey, do you know where Frellis is?"
Yeah. He kind of like looks at you and like he's trying to size you up. And he says, "It's your refuneral." And he passes you over and like kind of points over by the fire.
Okay. I'm going to head to the fire.
All right. So
Sarah McLaughlin.
nice. That's my jam.
Is that a Sarah McLaughlin song?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Hey, dude, come on.
Come on.
Well, listen, okay, if he can go all cowboy and knows Garth Brooks songs from that era, before that era, he can know some Lilith Fair shit too.
I grew up on Garth, okay? I didn't grow up on Sarah McLaughlin.
Didn't
I
you?
grew
We're
up
not,
on
we're not
Huey
building a
and
mystery
Garth.
here. Everyone
Yeah.
knows this.
Yeah. You grew up outside St. Cloud. That's like Sarah
No,
McLaughlin
I
country.
grew up in like below Wilmer, okay?
Oh, okay.
Farms.
Hello, Wilmer.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I would have taken that for Clint Black country, but all right.
Also accurate.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
So, do I get the sense that this like sort of white spongy material, like that is the tongue
Yeah.
itself?
Yeah.
Can Kletos, seeing that Rock is going over to the fire, can Kletos sort of crawl up on the ceiling over to the large mushroom patch,
Mhm.
and then sort of scramble down the mushrooms to kind of trying to stay hidden, and then touch the tongue
Mhm.
and attune to it?
Oh. Yeah, make me a stealth check first.
Sure. 22.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, you go ahead and try to attune.
Yeah, the energy is shared. That the roll successful. So
All right. What kind of attunement do you have?
It is it's ingenuity. It's like they have guidance when they're around each other.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So Cletus like scrambles down and he's like upside down with his feet on like the bottom of a mushroom, and he just reaches out and touches it and connects
right.
with it as best he
So
knows how.
as you do that, like the moment that you make this connection, just like in the first Spider-Man movie, the moment that you make this connection, you hear the abyssal speech as if it were common tongue. And you understand that these necromancers are attempting to commune with the kind of primal tender Darren. They are kind of asking it to kind of share both its gift and its curse with them, and you recognize that they are trying to draw um, the ability to um, kind of haunt dreams and kind of send people into these kind of vivid, persistent nightmares. That well, uh, they are kind of asking for this. They ask to be consumed, um, and to um, kind of be swept up in uh, in the swirling void of nightmares.
And I get the sense that the Drende and or the tongue and or both aren't into it.
That is correct.
That's me having that realization.
Got
Sounds
it.
like that. Okay. Cletus is going to be like, "Thank you, Tom," and then he'll scramble back up to the ceiling.
Okay.
And as much as he wants to like mess with the ritual, he's gonna take another look to see what's going on with Rock and make sure that's not
All right.
falling apart.
Rock, you walk right in over there.
Yep.
There is there's a number of ghouls seated around the fire. As I said, that there's some kind of commoners that they've taken as slaves that are kind of in back against the wall. Take it away.
Frellis?
Which one? So you're just like kind of addressing the party generally? Frellis isn't here, you fool. Who are you?
Well, I'm
What are you
trying to
doing
find
here?
Frellis.
Frellis is no longer with us.
What? Man, that's not cool. He was gonna. Okay, so he was gonna help me out.
Was he? What was he going to help you with? Perhaps I can help you.
It's really embarrassing.
Oh, is it now? Tell me. What embarrasses you?
I lost the sigil thing.
Oh, the sigil. This sigil?
Yeah, I need to get a new one.
Oh, well, if it's just that easy.
I'm keeping close eye on this.
I mean, could you? Is there like another one I can grab?
Oh, you could have mine. You could have any of ours. In fact, why don't we all just leave? And like everybody kind of like bursts into kind of like low chuckles, like doing their best not to be heard, but kind of, you know, laughing. Um, the person stands up, and you can see that it's a female ghoul, and she makes her way over to you and ushers you over and says, "Please sit down. We'll take care of you."
Really, I mean, I already feel bad about this. I don't know how I lost it.
No, I don't know how you lost it either, but the fact is that it was lost, and now we've found you, and we can take care of you.
It's very nice. I mean, the guys at the door gave me a really hard time.
Oh, I'm sure that they did. Yes. Would that be Horsehead?
No, after Horsehead, the ones by the first mushrooms.
Oh, yes. Diligent. Well, we've all had a very long stay here, and we're all on edge, and we'd like to leave, but we must get paid.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this isn't where the chanting is going on, right?
No, the chanting is coming from beyond that. They are positioned around the campfire. The chanting is coming from the other side of the mushrooms. You guys can't see that circle down there, but that's where it's happening.
Yep, gotcha.
And Kletos, you came down on the far end away from the fireplace in that little pocket of mushrooms. That was like the easiest place for you to come down.
Okay.
So, Digger, what are you up to?
I am, well, let's see how, because I'm not really hiding at this point, and I've kind of been just like clock and rock in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
just staying back a little bit. I think my next step is just to clear my throat in a bizzle
Okay.
while they all are sitting there, and like I can tell they're about to do something bad to Rock,
Mm-hmm.
or at least I have that feeling watching this interaction.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of walk up and stand at attention and look around at them in horse face.
All right. You'll be welcomed into the circle by the same person that's talking to Rock. Ah, Lieutenant, please come. Join us by the fire. Warm yourself.
How in a bizzle, of course. How's it going over there?
Oh, same as always. Not much progress, but we're not here to help out with that. We're just here to stand guard. How are things on the surface?
Some more sprites, but a little snack here and there.
How do you know about the sprites?
Do I know about the sprites?
No. Only Horatio
No,
knows.
yes I do,
Carp
because
talked about Sprite snacks.
yep, Sprite snacks to Rock.
Yeah, when I was talking to the guards.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, some creatures are only good for certain things.
This is true. So you think we're not going to make headway tonight, huh?
Well, that's not what we were hired to do. So, we will stay and protect them until we get paid, or until we make enough money to move on. Whether they succeed or not is not our purview.
Make enough money, huh?
Yes. Like, if someone were to say, give us 5,000 gold, we could up and leave. It would be nice.
I don't have that gold anymore, do I?
You do not.
I have access to none of my money. Damn it. Does anybody here have money? Are we all poor?
Horatio's like, no, I got money. I can't do anything about it. Nor can I
If you're working
communicate
for
with
a-
you, but I got money.
Interdimensional conglomerate takes all your money. So, yeah.
All right. I mean, yeah, I respect the game.
Lom, where do you?
I'll take a seat,
I,
but like leaning up against the.
All right.
okay, hold on.
Uh,
Okay, so
Installment plans.
I have a plan,
Okay.
but it's not going to involve me sneaking past them. I'm going to pop out from my hiding place,
Okay.
look at them all, and double birds,
Okay.
and double birds and just book it down the hall.
He's gonna yell double birds. He's gonna.
You're gonna-
he's gonna
I'm gonna flip them and yell double
emphasize-
birds.
Oh, so you're gonna run back up towards the entrance?
I'm gonna just start running back.
Okay. Yeah. The two diligent ones, like one of them kind of orders like the three of them to go, and he kind of retreats back. So you got three of them coming after you. Horatio, you see Lam come running towards you, and then see three ghouls following close behind him.
How tall is the cave? It's not very tall, right?
Let me look. I want to say that it is at least 15 to 20 feet. In the larger spaces, it's bigger. In the smaller spaces, it's probably down to maybe 12
Okay.
feet or so.
When I hear Lam yell at them, I
Yeah.
will cast Bigby's hand and kind of smush myself up against the ceiling.
Okay, that's awesome. If you don't have inspiration, you can have inspiration for that. That's brilliant.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm just kind of dashing, even going as far as I can ahead, and then when I think I'm mostly out of sight, I'm gonna try to hide again, so they run past me.
All right. Okay, you can attempt to hide at disadvantage.
I will take that. It's better than it's a better idea than we've had so far.
Can I like try to peek through the fingers of Bigby's hand just to see how many are running after him?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with
All right.
Bigby's hand. You're in charge.
I got a 25.
Okay. Lam, you have a moment as you're hiding where you think, where's Horatio? Because you didn't see him when you ran past.
And now I'm just gonna think, oh well, hopefully he's ahead and not caught.
All right. So you're able to hide Lam, and three people run past you. Three ghouls run past you, and out towards the main entrance. So they're running kind of up the tunnel that you guys all snuck in.
Cool. Can I sneak my way back down?
How long are you waiting?
I'm going to not wait too long because I know they're probably gonna head back as soon as they don't find me.
All right, you can make a stealth roll at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Horatio, what are you doing?
All right, so I'm gonna kind of glide down toward the mouth of where the entrance kind of opens up, and I'm gonna have Bigby's hand set me down, and then I want to take Bigby's hand and smash the other ghoul into the wall.
Okay.
Try to knock his ass out.
Okay, so the ghoul that's there standing guard,
Yeah, the last one.
he's disappeared.
He's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have a dirty 20.
All right, Lam, you're able to unhide, so they unsee you, and then you can move freely.
Cool. I'm gonna sneak on my way all the way back.
All right. So you end up kind of coming out around that corner, and you see Horatio and Bigby's hand. As that's happening, hiding is called the Fitzgerald. Mwah. As that happens, a ghoul rushes into where you're hanging out by the fire, and says that there's dwarves in the cave, um, and the female looks over to the group and says, "It's time for Thulus's spear to earn her money. But first, let's take care of these two." And we'll find out what happens next time on a very special edition of D and DDT with the one and only the Tasty Boys.
Tasty
Tasty
boys.
Interdimensional.
Recording stopped.
All right,
Recording
thanks
stop.
everybody so much for watching. That's been episodes 130 and 131 of D&DDT. I'm the Beard. You can catch me DMing here every other Wednesday for the Tasty Boys. You can follow me at Huey Beard Walks and catch me over on twitch.tv/HeelTurnRadio for the Wednesdays that we're not here. We'll be doing interviews with wrestling folks, hanging out. And yeah, you can follow Heel Turn Radio at Heel Turn Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and search for Ye Old Heel Turn Radio on YouTube, where you can watch all of our stuff live. Let the boys go
Live.
around, introduce themselves, tell you where they can find you, all that good stuff.
All right. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Cubicle Zombie. You can also find myself, Warrior, and some of our other friends playing on this very channel every other Monday, next Monday and every other Monday on Down and Outlands.
That's true. That's true. You can find me on the socials at WarriorMN. In addition to Down and Outlands, you can find me tomorrow nights on the Heel Turn Radio Twitch channel for a fun time streaming edition of Dive Club. It's at 7 p.m. CST. We're probably going to play Jackbox and stuff. It'll be a good time. You should just hang out. Just do it. What else are you going to do? Deltavarian sucks out there.
I am Oren Veit. You can find me on IWTV most of the time doing wrestling things. You can find me this Sunday at ICW Milwaukee's Insane 8 Deathmatch Tournament. You can find me tomorrow, probably on Twitch, on Rocky Mountain Pro for the Taco Truck Festival, where I will wrestle probably in my cowboy hat the entire time. And
That'd be impressive.
I don't know, just follow me on social media at Oren Veit. Don't do a whole lot.
I am referee Dan Fitzgerald, and you can find me on most social medias at RefDanFitz, and you can find me here on Twitch at Daxon33, DAXN33. The season of the Lost for Destiny just begun, and I am doing my preparations for the Witch Queen coming in February of next year, and I'm going to be streaming with that along with my friends as soon as I get the adapter for my Elgato set up. Hopefully within the next few days, hopefully before reset on Tuesday. But yeah, that's going to be me, and you can find me on most wrestling related shows and things like that, or you can catch me there or in all my friends there too.
And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and here on Twitch, or at least you can find things that I've drawn or painted at Finger Twitchings. You can find my book Party Starters on the Apple Books platform as well as Drive-Thru RPG.
Excellent. Well, as always, you can follow us at DNDDT Podcast on Twitter. You can hang out with us here every other Wednesday. We'll be back on the 8th of September the meantime, go check out all of the other lovely folks that we play with, and our friends having fun, and most importantly, check out Extra Life, extra-life.org. You can search for Known World United, which is our team that we play with every year. We'll be ramping up over the next couple months for the fantastic 7th year, I think, that we've been playing. Really excited. We raised over $10,000 last year, and all of our efforts here are really meant to keep all of our gaming communities together throughout the year and hang out and raise awareness to help raise funds for kids and their families that are in need dealing with sickness. So now more than ever, great time to follow us and to hop on. And for all of the other folks here with the Tasty Boys, we'll see you in 2 weeks for more tasty adventures with the one and only Tasty Boys.
Tasty
Tasty
boys.
boys.
Boys.